Hello friends, it is a continuation from our maternal mortality and childhood mortality series. Final part is the indicators of MCHK. We have learned all these indicators in previous sessions. It's just a compilation of these indicators and how to tackle the exercises based on any indicators will be compiled here. It's a sort of a clinical posting. Okay. Myself, Dr. Vivek Vaksar, Associate Professor from the Department of Community Medicine, and we shall continue. So, these are all the common mortality indicators related to MCH care. These are divided into maternal and infancy or childhood related. Maternal are maternal mortality ratio and maternal mortality rate. Remember, these are not the only indicators regarding MCH care. There are many, but these are important as far as your 6th, 7th semester study is concerned. Then, for mortality of infancy and childhood, abortion ratio, stillbirth rate, perinatal mortality rate, neonatal mortality rate, in which early, late, and all neonatal mortality, post neonatal mortality rate, infant mortality rate 1 to 4 years, child death rate, or under 5 mortality ratio. All these are included in here. Just revising or refreshing the definition of maternal death
And late maternal death, as we discussed in detail in the previous sessions. See, all of you, whenever you feel, you can pause the video and read it. Okay.
So this is the formula
Which has already been taught to you. Just
it is a revision. Now, previously what happens in maternal mortality ratio, risk, obstetric risk means what? A risk during one particular pregnancy, it is represented. But it does not denote lifetime risk of to a woman of dying due to maternal causes. It means what? Yes, it is current pregnancy and how much that person is at risk of dying. But this is not true reflective picture. The a woman may have two, three, or even multiple pregnancies, or she may have just one pregnancy. So a single figure which can denote how much is the risk of to the woman of dying due to maternal death, maternal causes, is presented by maternal mortality rate. It is much better indicator. It is much accurate indicator. It is given as maternal deaths in a period divided by per 1 lakh of women in reproductive age group, that is usually considered as 15 to 49 or 45 depending on your country statistics. Now indicators of child mortality. Again, this has been discussed in previous session, the childhood mortality.
what are the various stages in the or landmarks in the child's life, and depending on that, what is the mortality? So, name of the mortality is described as. Okay.
The first indicator we consider as abortion ratio. It is the loss of pregnancy before 28 weeks of gestation, that or which correspond to, usually if we I don't know exactly the last date last menstrual period, then we can go for the weight of the fetus. If it is less than 1000 grams, so these figures in a given area in a given period multiply by 1000 divided by total live births in the same year. Simple formula: total abortions divided by total live births multiplied by 1000. Now stillbirth rate is totally little bit different. In these, the stillbirths, that is fetus over 1000 grams or fetus which have completed 20 weeks of gestation until delivery. So if the mother delivers baby which is already dead, it is also considered stillbirth. So all these loss or fetal loss in a given area in a given year multiply by 1000 divided by, now here it's different. Previously which has just divided by total live births. Here what we are doing, we already have the fetal deaths, so we are taking the we are sorry we are already have stillbirths, so we are just adding it to the total live birth tally. So total live births plus stillbirths, so we are converting this ratio into rate, and that's why we get stillbirth rate. We are, to make the numerator part of denominator, we are adding the numerator to the denominator. So in simple terms, stillbirth rate is equal to still total number of stillbirths multiplied by 1000 divided by total live births plus total stillbirths. Simple. And this we have considered last time, perinatal mortality rate. Again, late fetal and early neonatal deaths, that is from 7 months of pregnancy to 7 days of life or post delivery in a given year in a given period multiply by 1000 divided by total live births in the same period. Now in some developed countries, the perinatal mortality is calculated like what we did for stillbirth rate, where perinatal deaths multiplied by 1000 divided by live births is the formula we use here or in the most of the places. But in some developed countries where there is a reporting is very good, where they get good data about stillbirths, there they have perinatal mortality rate is equal to perinatal deaths multiplied by 1000 divided by live births plus perinatal deaths. Okay, so again they are just, but don't use don't remember, no need to stress on those things. For most of the cases the perinatal mortality rate is perinatal deaths multiplied by 1000 divided by live births, as simple. Neonatal mortality rate is a number of child dying within 28 days
days of life or 4 weeks of life within a year in a given area multiply by 1000 divided by total number of live births in the same year in the same area. This again is divided into early and late. Early means from 0 to 7 days, and late neonatal deaths means from after 7 days to within 28 days. So based on that, the total number of deaths multiplied by 1000 divided by total live births. Post neonatal deaths, that is from 28 days to within 1 year of life, multiplied by 1000 divided by total live births will give you post neonatal mortality rate. This is more important, infant mortality rate, which means total number of dead among the children who at the age of less than 1 year in a given area in a given period multiply by 1000 divided by total number of live births in the same area in the same period. Child death rate or 1 to 4 year mortality rate, this is slightly different. It encompasses the deaths among the children after the completion of 1 year to until the completion of 5 years. So after the first birthday to before the fifth birthday. During this period, if a child dies, then it is included in the statistics. That so total number of such deaths in a given area in a given period multiply by 1000 divided by total number of children of this age group. This is a proper rate. So dividing the child deaths with total number of children of the same age group in a given area during this period. This is under 5 mortality rate. Actually, it is under 5 mortality ratio or child mortality ratio, but sometimes it is denoted by rate by it is denoted as a rate. But for your sake, remember it is the child mortality ratio. It is the number of children dying before completion of their fifth birthday or 5 years of age in a given year in a given area. Multiply by 1000 divided by total live births in the same year in the same area. So these are the most commonly used indicators which can be asked for your exercises, which we have to maybe have to calculate for your marks. Remember this. Out of this, if you are asked what are the most important indicators, then according to me, I think maternal mortality ratio, though it is not as encompassing or as complete as maternal mortality rate, but that is more important because it is most widely calculated and most widely used for comparing their development. So maternal mortality ratio, then followed by infant mortality rate, under 5 mortality rate, and then neonatal mortality rate. All these are the important, and these can come as a long question and a short note, even for theories, which we have dealt in previous our previous sessions. So here one thing is that whatever period is given or whatever aspect is given, that comes in that death comes in the numerator for a given area for a given year or for a given period. Multiplication factor is 1000 for most of the times, and it is divided by live births with few exceptions. First exception for multiplication factor, all the childhood mortality multiplication factor is 1000, but for the maternal mortalities the multiplication factor is 1 lakh. Okay, so that is the one difference. Then all the indicators have live birth as denominator except for maternal mortality rate, stillbirth rate, and 1 to 4 year child mortality rate. For maternal mortality rate, denominator is total number of women of age group of 15 to 49, that is fertile age group. The for stillbirth rate, the denominator is live births plus stillbirths, and for 1 to 4 year mortality rate, the denominator is total number of children of that same age group. Understand? These are the three exceptions. Except these, all these indicators have denominator as live births. Now these are the exercises I have solved. I will just run through you this. If you want anything in detail, if you want to read it, understand it, you can just pause. These are plain simple examples which are just solved for your understanding. Make a habit of writing the formula first. Even before that, make a habit of writing given what the information is given. Write it. Then what you want to calculate, start with the writing complete formula. Then
add the figures what you got from your given, and the final step should be your answer with unit. Here unit is per thousand live birth and stillbirths. Thank you for your attention. As usual, if any feedback, please comment below. And for any difficulties,
You can ping on the classroom.